Well, the first thing I'd like to say is I know you're like me. You made fun of community organizers during the election, didn't you? Are you making fun of them now? We got our own. Good job, George. Thank you for what you're doing. Like George said, I am a local business owner. There are few things that will make you appreciate the tax code like being a local business owner. I made a mistake last year, folks. And by the way, I'm in real estate. And I made a bad mistake. I just want to confess that to y'all. My company made money. And I'm sorry. But fear not, Uncle Sam administered his due punishment. Here's the thing that is going on for the local and the national small business person. I had to write a fat check to my government. Now, I don't mind helping to pay my way as far as roads, infrastructure, the things that we all benefit from. But you see, the way my fiscal year falls, I had to write that check at a time whenever I heard of a stimulus bill that was going to be used that was going to stimulate the economy with innovative ideas like purchasing condoms, STD research, ACORN. My money would not stay in Tyler, Texas to help fund my children's retirement, fund my retirement. See, I like to think ahead, but I'm not allowed to do that. It was not able to stay in my business where I could continue to grow. And then you got to ask yourself, well, now, why did this happen? I took a risk, started a business, have around 30 people who work hard, pay their taxes. The building I operate out of here in Tyler, I pay taxes on that. And yet, when it's all said and done with what's left over, we want more. And then when I see the stewardship that's going on, I got to say, enough is enough. And so that's why I'm standing here, but there's more to it than that. That's just one little piece. Just because I'm a business owner, I thank God every day that I have that opportunity. Because you know what? I would rather be a small business owner getting kicked in the United States of America than a worker or a citizen of any other country on the globe. I'm not complaining. The reason I feel that way is very simple, and this is the message that I hope that each and every one of you will take from this meeting and from meetings after this. America, it's not normal. This is not normal. And I'm not talking about what's happening right now in Washington, D.C. I'm talking about what our founding fathers set forth less than 300 years ago. That's not normal. For George Washington to be a military general who had attained more power than anyone before him, who had the opportunity, like every other military dictator, to say, you know what, I will run this country. Every other before him had asked to do just that. But our first president said no and relinquished his sword. That's not normal. I'll even praise a Democrat. John F. Kennedy said, we're going to put a man on the moon. He said, I believe in the ingenuity, the genius, and the ability of the American people to do this. Watch. We did it. That's not normal. I had the very, very great privilege of going on a mission trip last year to Beijing during the Olympics. It was the first time I ever set foot in a foreign nation where I was surrounded by people from all other nations. And I got to step off the airplane and be surrounded and be an American. And there, more than ever, it occurred to me, this is not normal. I watched athletes from every corner of the world perform. And it was interesting How many of the European teams were so pale? How many of them didn't look like ours? I challenge you to try to identify the profile of the American athlete. You see, you're going to see black athletes, white athletes, Hispanic athletes. And you know what? It's America that will dominate. So therefore, someone who may have started out in any other corner of the globe can come to the United States of America and reach the absolute heights of their performance. That's not normal. Finally, think for me if you will. If Barack Obama were born and raised in Germany, in Ireland, in Great Britain, would he have ever, with the name Barack Hussein Obama, a Kenyan father, a white Jewish mother, would he have ever been able to herald himself as the Prime Minister of Great Britain? Probably not. And I doubt it'll be anytime soon that we'll see that. Would he be the Prime Minister of Australia? I doubt that. But here he is, at this time, in this country, the single most powerful man on earth, because he's an American. And just that simple thread that he has in common with each and every one of us, that, my friends, not his name, not his color, not his mother, not his father, not how great he can speak. The greatest attribute that man has, above all else, is the fact that he's an American. And by that, he's not normal. Folks, I hope you will think about that. And if you start to really get your mind around the fact that we are not normal, America is not normal. We've never settled for normal. We never set out to be normal. Tell people what that means. Tell them there's a group that has gathered that has realized, you know what? For so long, even though we weren't normal, we kind of thought we were. We thought this was how it is. It's not. It's an amazing thing when the fear of loss grips you, how much it makes you appreciate. C.S. Lewis once said, it's like the ticking of a clock. You don't appreciate it while it's there. But if it ever leaves, you give $1 million to have it back. Well, folks, I don't ever want to have to ask the question, what would we give to have America back? This is not normal. Start thinking about that and tell everyone you can, every chance you get, of that fact. And bring them here and get behind what George realized and has started, because this is not normal. And that's the beauty of America. Thank y'all.